sensitive.
Joni Wexler, freelance reporter here at a mall in San Jose, looking to ask people on the street what they know about Wi-Fi and how it's changing. Let's see. Sir? Sir?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Joni Wexler, and I know about wireless LANs. I'm not sure if you do, but I was just curious if you might know. Oh, I don't know. Let's say if you were looking for a Wi-Fi system from various different vendors and they have different kinds of pricing and different elements, how would you figure out to compare apples to apples pricing among them?
Well, that's actually a pretty easy question. So if you take all the components from one vendor and add them all up and then divide them by the number of APs, then you have a solution cost. So you can compare solution costs between vendors just by simply comparing per AP. So if one vendor has components like a controller, access points, wireless network management system, maybe feature licensing, redundant controllers, any of those components, you add all of the cost of all of the components for the solution and then divide by the number of APs you'll be deploying, and that gives you a per AP solution cost. Does that help?
Yeah, wow, I can't believe you know all that.
Wow, well, it's the Valley. Everybody here is technical.
Hey, so since you seem to know something about Wi-Fi, have you heard about 802.11n, which is the new standard?
Yes, I have.
And since that's kind of what everybody's going to be deploying from here on in, what's happening architecturally? What can we expect with 802.11n in the next couple of years?
Yeah, so just like back in the 03-04 time frame when we had an inflection in the market of autonomous APs moving to controllers, we're starting to have another inflection point now with 802.11n where the controller scenario is then moving to controllerless. A lot of the controller vendors are starting to doing things like local data forwarding, and they're moving the control plane, or looking at moving the control plane out to the edge instead of having it centralized. So this allows for fixing the controller-based problems, things like scalability issues, single points of failure, the cost model of having controllers in all of the either branch locations or in the data center. So the removal of the controller will probably be the next big thing for the market. We see evidence with several different vendors starting to adapt their controller-based architecture in different ways to remove the controller. So in different scenarios at first, and then across the enterprise in total in the end. So you know, Aerohive Networks is certainly going forward on this. It's
Aerohive Networks. Are you familiar with Aerohive?
I am. I actually work there.
Oh, what do you know? What's your name?
Devin Akin.
And what is your title?
Chief Wi-Fi Architect.
Ah, I see. I just happened to grab you on the street. What a coincidence.
That's a pretty big coincidence, yes. So yeah, the next couple of years we'll see a lot more resiliency, a lot more application support, Wi-Fi as a utility, Wi-Fi that you can really count on and that just works. That's the next big goal. It's where all the vendors are trying to go, and architecturally, you know, removing the controller is a big step, and I think that's where most everybody's headed these days.
Okay, well, it's nice to meet you, Devin. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Joni Wexler reporting from San Jose.